Congratulations on your purchase of Up-Eaze. I'm Sunil Marolia. I'm inventor and founder of the company. We made this backpack to help families take their kids a lot further on trails, handle trails that they otherwise wouldn't have been able to do, especially if you have multiple kids. You may have a little one that's trailing the larger one, so it helps to have something, a little insurance to help those kids move along those trails. So you can definitely move quicker when you need to, give them the rest when they need to, and let them just hike when they want to. So we hope you get the same use out of it that we did. And I'm going to go through an overview here, just trying to get your Up-Eaze ready for first use. So a couple of things when we manufacture these, they do come from the factory kind of all compact. So just to get it ready, there are a couple of things you want to look for. One thing you'll notice there is there's a particular strap that is kind of tucked away on here, and you want to take off this Velcro and just remove this strap. It doesn't really belong under there. It's just been done as a package and shipped that. So you're going to want that ring out there hanging out. We're going to get to each of these and what that does, but that's kind of one thing you want to start with. In terms of the seat, we'll go ahead and take these buckles open here. One thing you'll notice, the child harness already attached here. It may look like sort of an octopus, so what you're going to want to do is just unclip that. You can see it here. Kind of open that up, get it untangled. So you'll see the logo should face up. Kind of makes this 4-strap pattern here. So kind of what you want to do is get that ready there. We'll put that aside for now. In terms of adjustments, you want the seat, it pretty much comes from the factory like this. You just want to take a look. In terms of these straps here, these will control the angle of that seat. And you kind of want that seat to angle up a little bit. Once you are wearing this backpack, the weight of the child will kind of push that a bit more flat. So if you are feeling like with your child sitting in there, you're getting too much rotation this way, you can actually adjust these to make that seat come up just a tad. That will flatten it out and actually keep the child up close towards the front here. Keeping it up towards the front will ensure that the weight kind of pushes down and keeps that weight balanced around your hips. So these are a little bit challenging to adjust, done for good reason, for safety reasons. So while they're difficult to adjust, once they are set, you will not get a lot of movement from that. And so, you know, the adjustment's fairly straightforward. To shrink these, you just kind of slide these up. As such, that should self-adjust. I'm going to move this one up a little bit as well. Just keep these both sides even here. If you get a closer view there. Right, so I've got that fairly angled, but give that a try. Once you have your child on there, put it on, see how it feels. You know, you never want it sort of out where the child's going to be pushed down. You want this angled in like so. So that's sort of the main adjustment. Again, like if you're feeling like your shoulders are being pulled back a bit, the child might be sitting too far back, or may have this thing too low where it's putting that rotation on you. Just make that small adjustment and you should find that helps out quite a bit. In terms of the child harness, we'll go through that in another video, specifically when that child is wearing that harness. There's a clip here. You'll see you basically just clip that child right on here and they'll be secured in that harness. Alright, the next adjustment is the shoulder straps. So they'll come from the factory kind of loose. You're going to want to go ahead and just put those on, and you'll see that there's a couple of areas for adjustment here. You know, this is pretty self-explanatory, you know, basic backpack strap, but you'll see an additional strap here. So we're going to adjust this, and once we have it set, we're actually going to loop the strap through here, and what that's going to do is that's going to really secure it in place. You know, you don't want, as you're walking with your child, you don't want any chance of that coming out, which it typically will not, but you know, given the safety standards, we add this extra loop here, and that's really going to secure it in, so it makes it more difficult to adjust after the fact, but it definitely will hold it in place as you need. So actually, when you put this on, you're going to get this strapped in here. Of course, you've got two adjustments here on the strap to get those tight. You want that strap just above your hips. Don't rest, just above the hips. Get nice and snug, and then that is going to hold most of the weight of the child. And then just go ahead and pull these on until you get a nice and sort of firm, snug. Right. And so for me, it's kind of perfect right there. Again, if your torso is a bit shorter, I'm going to show you right now. You do have the ability to adjust that right here. You can pull this strap up here, and you'll see it adjust down. You'll have to loosen some of these other retention straps accordingly. So loosen those up. But we can move it, another ring down. You're going to want to make sure that you go through two of these straps, and then pull that over. And so, as you can see, that's going to lower that. So what you don't want are, with your belt kind of set here, you don't want those shoulder straps too high. So again, if you have a shorter torso, you can adjust that down. You can even go one more, and that should give you the perfect fit there. For me, I kind of go on the top one here. And like I said, I just adjusted these, and so the next step is to really feed these through these straps here. Again, that's going to be something you just kind of work through there and put those things right through, and that will really lock it into place so that there's no chance of adjustment. And that's essentially it on the initial setup. There's a couple more features and things like that we'll go through in the next video, but just want to get you kind of set up and moving along with that.